Ah, thank you for doing that nice camera work. That means it's dead. But I'll show you how I win it. It's pretty clever. And this is actually thanks to you, because you gave me this advice that the spider armor is better than the other armor, even though it has like 2 fewer points of protection. Oh, by the way, there it is. The freaking robot's firing, and I can't see it because the camera gets stuck.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, frustrating. That's not a bug in our video. That's a bug in the game.
Yeah.
And it does that all the time. And that rocket launcher attack is nasty if it hits you, but it almost always misses. But I can't even see it half the time because it's off the camera.
The Xbox version seemed to have some weird camera issues too, but not quite this bad. This is...
Ooh, oh, now I'm down to 2.
Oh, health critical.
Colonel Davies can be stabilized with a medikit, but I can tell you right now that none of the 2 guys who are alive have one.
Two more bad guys are joining the party.
Oh, of course.
Oh, and they're
the gonna happen?
Yeah, they're the elite mutons.
And
too.
they're another new alien species I've never seen before, because Dr. Vela is describing them, and she only does that when you see new species.
Well, no, if it's your bugged game, she does it every time you see them anyway.
Actually, she does. My game is bugged. The voices are often wrong.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm trying to figure out what turn I use the most clever strategic move ever on. I can't. Must be next turn.
Never. None of them are clever.
Well, these are the 2 guys that are left, right?
Wow,
so get used to seeing their names.
Yeah.
That was just you know. That guy actually is pretty
What are
awesome.
your nicknames on these characters? I didn't actually see.
Okay, the woman is... Oh, hang on, I can't remember now. My character who was a total badass last round, I think is dead now. It's not her. Everyone's dead.
Yeah, he was... Yeah, they're pretty much all
it's
dead.
funny because you kind of gain an attachment to the characters who you take on lots of missions, and you start memorizing their name, and you're like, oh man, that character gets a lot of crits. I like that person.
Yeah.
And then the game doesn't care. They just kill him anyway. The game doesn't give a crap. It's
no,
kind of like the emotion cube in Portal. The friend cube or whatever.
Oh, the companion cube, yeah.
Companion cube, that's what I was thinking.
Except it's even better because this game is like, ha, this is on easy. We will rape you in the butt.
No, that is Gonzo.
Oh,
no,
it is?
Gonzo is the one who survives. So Gonzo is still my badass. Watch. Oh, damn it, I still don't. When do I do the... I'm teasing you guys because I can't remember when I do it. It must be next turn. Can you guess what I'm going to do?
Go constantly on Overwatch? I have no idea. I gave you advice at some point, apparently.
Against these mini guys? No, it's your advice that got me to think of it. Because of your advice, all of my guys are wearing spider suits, right?
Oh, you just grapple way the hell away.
Let me tell you something. You can stand on top. That giant UFO I'm looking at? Oh yeah, there's another nice quirk. He fires to the left, but the bullet goes forward. Figure that one out.
Well, these are advanced alien plasma weapons. They do what they want.
I guess it has curving. It's like those weapons in the Fifth Element, where no matter where you aim, it hits the target.
Yeah. What? Oh, wait. Did you see that?
Oh yeah, no, that's the rocket attack. I can't see again. See? The camera gets stuck whenever it tries to look at that robot.
How is the sectopod even shooting you? It's in the back where nobody can see it.
It's not. I mean, first of all, I think the sectopod, either the sectopod never moves and it's like a turret, or it's bugged as hell. Oh yeah, the drone robot gave me the idea, or this guy gave me the idea. He's the one that's responsible for giving me the inspiration, because he flies straight up. Anyway, you're gonna see a lot of wonky camera work. If you thought it was wonky before,
oh,
wait till you see it now. Jeez. If you
Once
get too high on the map, the camera gets real wonky.
That's what I was gonna comment on. Oh, another grenade.
Oh god, yeah. This is an awesome. This is. Am I allowed to call the game cheap? By the way, can I call it cheap yet?
Yeah. Well,
okay,
we both
this is
know
cheap.
it is.
Yeah.
Also, your primary weapon is empty. You have two guys left alive who are both injured. One guy has an empty main weapon, and you're at the very back of the level where you're basically pinned.
There it is.
Until
I finally figured it
now.
out. Grapple. Boom.
Yeah.
Get up there, Tatiana.
Grappling is super useful.
I need ammo.
And of course, you can't see what the roof of the spaceship looks like until you get both your guys up there, because of course,
you
bugs.
can't. Well.
No, you can adjust the camera up and down, but until people are standing on it, it shows it's translucent. It's frustrating.
No, that's a good point.
I think it's trying to be quote-unquote helpful by showing you where the aliens are, even though they're not really. I don't know. Mind for that guy.
Oh, look. Oh wait, no, that's one of the guys.
Now,
you
of course,
already
the
shot.
real problem here is half the aliens I'm fighting have jetpacks, right?
Yeah.
So it's
And-
not like it's free of all opposition.
Wow, you were out.
There's going to
in-
be a few
you got-
lucky misses here.
Yeah, you got really lucky there.
There's going to be more than a few of those. Man, this is thrilling.
This is
It actually gets kind of dull.
this is awful,
Sorry.
awful camera work. My God.
The camera is in this game. It's like, okay, so the whole level is inside a little box, like a diorama or something. And for
Pretty
some
much.
reason, they didn't make the box big enough so that the camera has flexibility to move around.
Yeah.
It's so
So-
frustrating.
Let's take a minute here to talk about the tranquil sounds of nature. As you can hear in the background, they have some nice stream sounds going on to keep you nice and
Yeah,
relaxed
this
while your
UFO.
characters are getting destroyed.
This UFO landed in a stream. I don't know if the aliens are allergic to water. And I think you commented on this before, but one thing that constantly amazes me is how easily the aliens can blow up their own spaceship.
Yeah.
And you're going to see, what's the sectopod? Oh yeah, here's another camera bug. I can't move this guy as far as I want because the camera won't scroll. So freaking broken. There's literally no reason I couldn't actually move there except for the camera wouldn't scroll. So I'm going to fire at this hovering guy.
This guy's like 10 feet away
Yeah,
from
no
you.
fucking
Why is your chance to hit like 60%? He's out in the open.
I don't know. Luckily, he's got the full-on plasma rifle, and he's a pretty good shot, so he killed
So-
that heavy floater.
Yeah, so it's funny. I actually had the plasma rifle too, like by the end of the game, obviously. For half of my guys, I actually opted to stay with the light one because you get a bonus to aim. That's pretty substantial. Wow, that
the light
sectopod
one-
is really just destroying the inside of the ship for no reason.
Yeah. Yeah. He blows the crap out of their own ship. Although it does take him 2 of those rocket barrages to take out the roof of his own ship. So to be
Oh,
fair,
look.
I don't know what
You
kind of... Oh, no, just one. Never mind. He made a hole just with the one.
Hey, you know what? That's probably cheaper than hiring alien contractors to put in a skylight. So kudos to him.
Gun
He's
is
doing
out
it
again.
himself.
This time it'll let me scroll because I did
Kind
some
of.
voodoo... I don't know. Well,
I don't
kind
think
of.
it
It
let
still
you
wasn't
scroll.
good.
I think you basically just went to the edge of the camera.
It's just so frustrating. It's like... so many bugs were left in the... I mean, it's a good game. I don't want to disparage the game. It's a very good game.
It's
But it has-
strangely addicting
it's cheap?
given how cheap it is.
Okay, so here's my criticism of the game. First of all, the AI is cheap. As you guys can see, the AI is cheap as hell. It's not challenging because the AI is smart. It's challenging because the AI is cheap. It's like you go back to the old version, like Civilization 1, and the AI, like, your enemy civilization just instantly knew where you're located and just make a beeline directly towards you with its chariots and kill you. That's what the AI in this game does. It's just cheap as hell. Oh, man, I'm always out of ammo when I need it. Watch, I'm going to mind fray this guy to death.
Hey, nice. Oh, that was good. Mind phrase is a very useful
Yes.
skill.
When you're out of ammo, yes.
Wow. Well, the thing
Okay,
with
this
mind
round's gonna
fray
get a
is
little...
all of the psi powers completely ignore cover.
Yeah.
So your chance to hit is pretty much always 100% if your character has high willpower.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
warn you in advance. It's gonna get a little dull because I spent a lot of turns up here.
Well, this is you're kind of like in freak out like defensive mode with only 2 characters left, I'm sure. So it's
Yeah,
just
there
one of
is
those.
actually you can evac from a round, and I haven't ever done that, so I honestly don't know what happens, but I'm assuming it's bad.
So I have to ask,
Did you ever do that?
No, I never. Well, again, doing the save thing. No, I never had to. But
Oh
the
yeah, it never
question-
came up for you.
Yeah, the question is, do you have to be in the actual extraction zone, which is that weird little glowing square at the very beginning of the level?
That's a good question because I haven't ever tried it, so I don't know. If it is in this round, I can still do it because with the spider suit, I can spider down there.
That's
Okay,
true.
here comes the last jetpack guy. This is the last excitement, I think, until it'll get really dull as hell.
It's kind of nice that they're coming one at a time, and their aim
I know.
recently has been
They're like
god
villains in a
awful.
kung fu movie.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, yeah. Oh, giant group of guys. I guess we should come and attack one at a time.
There's all these weird little pauses in the action too, and those pauses are aliens moving below me, but I can't see them because the camera won't go. Once all your units are on top of the ship, your camera will never go below it again.
Oh, this
It's
is my
so- the
favorite
camera
thing
is so
too,
wonky.
by the way. You'd think he'd be able to see that alien from where he is.
Yeah. Or at least
That's
mind
the-
frame.
Hey, by the way,
Oh, there goes my cover.
that wasn't. That was pretty awesome. That wasn't. That was the laser designator attack that you just saw there.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, because it rained down from the skybox.
How come it didn't hit my guys?
I have no idea.
It really should have. It's bigger than those 4 tiles that blew up.
You'd think.
Because before,
Maybe.
when it killed 4 of my guys, it was like 6 by 8 tiles or something. It was a lot. It was like the size of the extraction zone.
I have to wonder
So now they're
what
shooting
would,
at me from below.
what would happen if they managed to actually blow out the ground from under your character. Does it actually do anything?
Let's rock.
Here's what I think, and I could be wrong. I think they can only blow up the things that stick out on top of the ceiling, which your characters can't get on top of. I think they thought of that.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense.
Right?
I
Because
guess
you'll
you were-
notice he hasn't blown any holes anywhere else. He's only blown holes where your characters can't get on top of.
True. Okay, you have a point.
Yeah. So here's another pro tip that I learned during the course of playing this level. When aliens are shooting upwards, they have no aim. They always miss.
Well,
and I'm going to take advantage of that fact.
yes. However, that is actually a game design thing. So they took into account the high ground principle or whatever. So if your character has high ground relative to the enemy, they get boosted defense, boosted attack. What the hell is going on?
Ah! The freaking camera is so screwed up. I'm an X-ray. What? An X-ray just got shot. Or something. I don't know what's going on.
That's a highly
The
technical
camera
term.
is so unbelievably broken.
That all you got?
And this round, I'm doing everything that makes the camera as buggy as possible, meaning standing up high, near the ceiling,
Yeah.
using
Well,
the zip line, or whatever it's called. The spider
yeah,
suit
the
thing makes the
grapple.
camera go wonky.
Yeah. So, oh crap.
This is a good attack. Watch this.
Nice. One of the things I was gonna say though is when you get high up, I want to say it also increases your critical hit chance. So if
might.
you're ever actually playing this game, basically take the high ground and then sit there on Overwatch.
Yeah. Like
That's
what I'm
pretty-
basically doing right now.
That's pretty much the entire game in a nutshell.
The funny thing is, I was thinking to myself, should I run for cover from these guys down there? And I was thinking, well, these guys don't have any way of getting up to where I am. Like, they don't have spider suits of their own, and they don't have any flight packs.
Not only
So I
that,
can
they seem
just
to be
park up
missing
here.
horribly.
Yeah. But I was thinking that if I actually never killed them, like if I just sat up here and hid from them, I could do that until the end of time. The problem is, I'd never finish the level, one way or another. My guys would never die, but I'd also never kill them. And so that would be even more tragically boring than, you know, you just run forever. Like, they can't hurt me and I can't hurt them, and that's really boring.
Yeah.
Actually, as you'll see at the end, there is a way for the aliens to get up here, but the AI is too stupid to figure it out until the very end.
Yeah, sometimes there's what do you call it? Ladders
Well, I think the AIs will
that
go for the
allow
shortest
people-
route. Yeah,
Oh,
I think the AI
possible.
goes for the shortest route for attacking, and in this case, the shortest route is to fire up. Whereas the one alien that figures out has to walk all the way through the back of the ship to find the ladder. There is
Yeah.
a ladder, but it's way out of the way.
There usually is because the developers were smart enough to realize that you're not always going to have a grapple suit, but getting on the roof
Yeah.
might be required for whatever reason.
Okay, so now this round is basically hammer away at this robot's hit points. And by the way, did you notice he cannot move? He's stuck. I think he's halfway in that wall.
Yeah, I think that's probably just a glitch.
It is a fun and good game, but it's so buggy. Anyway,
Well,
this is just
it's-
nailing his hit points slowly over time,
Need a resupply.
Yeah.
and
I wouldn't even
waiting for
say
him to miss.
I wouldn't even say the game's that buggy, and my experience having played on easy, as I mentioned before, is just that the game is ridiculously hard for easy. And half
Yeah.
of it is because the AI does really cheap things, or they're scaled up probably a little bit more than they should be.
I don't know. Did you? You're kind of an achievement whore. Did you try playing on hard to get the achievement?
No, this was one of the few
Oh, now
because
Tatiana
it took
has to
so
reload.
because it took so long to play through the game the first
they
time
both
and
have to
research
reload.
everything and do all that stuff. I just was kind of like, eh.
Yeah. You also didn't get the achievement for going through with no deaths, even though you didn't have any deaths.
No, I
because
did.
if you play the
I did.
tutorial,
No,
did
no,
you restart?
No. It's not having no deaths. It's having one soldier that survives the entire game, but also
and
goes
plays
on,
every round.
Yeah, and so after you do the tutorial, you're left with one soldier, and I just had to make sure that one guy.
I guess I heard
die.
you wrong. Yeah, the tutorial is stupid in that the tutorial makes you do stupid things, and if you play the tutorial and follow their instructions, you end up with like 3 guys dead out of 4.
Yeah, which
It's
is ridiculous. You can skip the
Yeah.
tutorial, which gives you a better chance of getting 1 out of those 4 people through the game. But yeah, if you do the tutorial, it kind of screws you over.
There's something out there.
I was gonna say because that achievement is cheap as hell because the game itself basically, unless you play through a second time, it's impossible to get. But it turns out it's not as bad as I thought. Then As long as you
Alien
have one guy
ladders,
surviving,
by
you
the
do it.
way, they're made out of fluorescent bulbs that you climb on top of.
Yeah, they don't break somehow.
Yeah.
So this part of the game is called look around for the one alien who wasn't with the group and try to figure out where the hell he is,
Oh, that's always fun.
which is also a fun piece of gameplay. I'm sure this happened to you more than once.
Oh yeah,
or
well,
twice,
and
or
and
almost
that-
every round.
A lot. It happened a lot.
Yeah. There's always
Yeah.
the one alien who gets away from the group, and then you have to find him and hunt him down.
Yep.
Luckily, the grapple hooks make that a little easier. And there, he just
Whoa.
he flicked his grapple to the left and ended up going forward because.
Oh
magic.
no, it was okay. So there was one great bug that I had with the grapple. So I grappled up to the roof of a building. Instead of grappling to the roof, my guy somehow then shot down off the building to the street level and embedded himself at knee height below ground somehow.
Awesome. Okay,
Yeah.
you guys are gonna see a little bit of badassery in a second here.
I'm waiting with bated
As
breath.
soon as I hit the Overwatch button,
Oh
you'll see a
my
little bit of
god!
badassery.
No, I
Well,
just
you hear
see.
so the way you locate aliens that separate from the groups, you hear them make noise occasionally. This guy came up the ladder in the back of the ship, and my dude was waiting for him. That was a
Yep.
perfect ambush right there. So, what do you think? Happy ending. Another day, another successful
Well, if
operation.
you consider there were 18 aliens though. That was pretty extreme.
This is the point. Not only 18 aliens, but 2 groups of aliens. The robot, the giant robot that fired the.
No, that
death from
was
above,
3.
And
There
the
was
2,
okay.
Well, I was gonna say
the
the 2
sectopod.
upgraded.
The sectopod
Yeah.
by itself is a group. Then you had the floaters. Then you had the.
No, but what I was going to say, the floaters I'd seen before. The sectopod was brand new. I'd literally never seen before. And the triple upgraded, whatchamacallem, mutoids.
Yeah,
The level 3
elites.
mutoids. I'd literally never seen them before. So,
Yeah.
this is the point at which I said, this game is cheap as hell, and I started over. And I played and started save scrumming, because I'm like, if this game's going to be cheap, then
I'm
I
gonna
don't
be
feel
cheap,
bad
too.
being cheap.
Yeah.
I don't feel bad being
basically.
cheap in response to this game. It's like when you're playing Civ 1 and the AI does cheap stuff. It's like, I don't care if I'm doing cheap stuff in return.
Yeah. Well, and it's funny, even knowing that, there were a few times where, like, the AI can be so ridiculously cheap, even if you know where they're going to come from. Like, you saved the previous round. Sometimes it's still hard to make it through parts without getting your characters killed.
Oh, and we didn't even see the zombie making bug
Oh,
people.
man. Yeah.
Man, those guys you discover, so those guys you come across when they're 8 squares away, and then they run 10 squares in the first
Yep.
move and kill you. And turn
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys into a zombie, and then you have to kill your own guy. It's even worse than killing you.
Yeah.
Ah, cheap. Cheap, cheap, cheap. Anyway, that's some XCOM. What do you
Yep.
think? Pretty good. Strategic
good.
mastery? Tactical genius?
If I was going to sum it up in a nutshell, it can be infuriating, but it is surprisingly addictive.
Yes. Yes. It's a very, very good, well, I don't know. Very good game is maybe stretching it, but it's an entertaining game. That's really all that counts, right?
Yep.
Cool. That's it. Signing off.
Yep. Thanks for watching.